This is the best way to make $100 a day on Facebook, but for you to completely understand this entire process, make sure to watch part 1, part 2, part 3, this is part 4,
Okay.
and part 1 to 3 should be around here somewhere. Make sure to click that and watch those videos before you watch this one to make the $100 a day on Facebook. Let's go. Hey affiliatepreneurs, it's Faizan. Hope all of you are doing amazing. This is the best part in this Facebook series, but for you to completely understand this entire video, I'm going to be using part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series, so make sure please to watch those before you watch this video. It's going to make more sense, and I look like a dark-skinned Jigglypuff, but I'm lazy to change my shirt, so we're going to, continue this video. Faizan, what is the best way to affiliate sales for free with free traffic?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And my answer to that question is prospecting and messaging people who are in your niche, connecting with them, asking them what they do, things like that. And it sounds really simple, but maintaining a conversation and actually knowing what to say is challenging, and that is the part where a lot of people do not know how to do it, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you my exact script to get affiliate sales through prospecting and messaging for any affiliate offer. This script works for any affiliate offer, and all you have to do is just plug in your own information and it works out. And not only does this work for Facebook, it also works for Instagram, like literally Snapchat, Twitter. It works for other places as well, but I think and YouTube, but it works the best, I think, for Facebook. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright everyone, so I made a PowerPoint because before I made a document for like one of the part 1 or part 2s and it just didn't look that nice, so I made a PowerPoint so it just looks nicer. So how to close sales with your affiliate products through prospecting on Facebook, okay? So let's get into it. Messaging people from Facebook groups / pages / friends, okay? So the reason why I keep on emphasizing watch part 1, part 2, and part 3 is because it's a process. For you to get friends on Facebook, you have to be able to, post, create that engagement. You want people to know who you are from these Facebook groups and the pages that you can make. You can add people from the groups. You can add people from pages. You can create a group. You can create a page. You can get all this engagement and people to be friends with, so that you can eventually message them. And after doing this for a few days and weeks, people are gonna know who you are. People have seen you on Facebook, so they're gonna be okay with messaging you. Or a lot of people do message you, or they'll even reply better, or for sure they're gonna reply. Okay, so this is kind of like a script a bit to kind of talk to, and how you would talk to them or how you would approach the conversation. So you can start off with, hey, my bad, hey, their first name, or it's like, hey Faizan, happy that we were able to connect, how are things going? You never want to promote from the beginning. You want to create a normal conversation, pretend that you're talking to your friends. You want to create that normal conversation. It's not a sales pitch, so not yet. So just make sure that you're talking to them, and so you're gonna connect with them, talk about your life or their life, ask them questions. You have a lot to talk about because you're part of the same niche, right? And so don't worry about what you have to talk about. It can be about anything, and it's gonna be easy because of you being in that niche. So you don't have to feel scared about what to talk about, right? You can literally just talk about the niche if you want it. I see, like, you can say something like, oh, I see you on this group, like, why are you interested in pit bulls, or something like, do you have a pit bull, things like that. All right, so and then you want to figure out what they are looking for, or try to connect your product to their life by bringing it up in such a way where you think can benefit them. But obviously don't push it. You can even say something like, I believe that you would be interested in this product that I'm currently using. It does this and that, and also you can throw in your bonuses at that time. Obviously I just skipped a bunch, because meaning, like, you're gonna connect with them and you're gonna talk to them, and eventually you're gonna reach a point where you can start talking about your product and like what you promote. And like, don't say like, oh, I promote this, but just make it seem like you use it too. It's also good to use the products that you promote, or if you don't, it's okay. Just have good information about it. But at this time, you can transition the conversation to a point where you can explain your product, say that you're using it, and also you can also say slowly that what your bonuses, if you have any. You don't have to have any, but sometimes they are good to. If you throw in bonuses, if you throw in more free things, people will buy from you. I just learned that from experience, and I do that at times too. So if you have bonuses you can think of, just do that. But if not, it's totally cool. Think about ways you can promote it. And then after they ask what the product is, like what is it, it's super cool, whatever, you can send them to your site. You can send them to the affiliate page. You can tag them on a video that explains it in your group or on your Facebook page or things like that. There's so many ways you can do it. Or there's a different method that I'm talking about tomorrow. So that's going to be the most successful method. I saved the best for last. So I wanted to speak about that more towards tomorrow. So watch out for that. And always remember, give value / be a mentor before a promoter. I tried rhyming that. It didn't work out, okay? So let's go on the next slide, okay? Messaging people from your own posts. This was part 1. Literally, how to create engaging posts on your wall, right? So a lot of people, you can comment on your post if you ask a question or something like that. A lot of people react to your posts. You can even message the people who like your post, which they will, because they're part of the same niche. So in your posts on Facebook groups or on Facebook pages or on your wall, you can explain the product first when you message them. So you can do something like you can say one of those curiosity posts that I talked about in part 1. And say something like, hey, I found this new product that's been doing this for me, and it's changed my life like this, and try to create that curiosity, meaning try to say something that a lot of people will be like react to in such a way like, oh, what is this person talking about? Okay, so if you have that type of reaction, if someone likes that type of post or if someone comments, you can easily tell them, if they ask for more info, you can easily start messaging them and say, you can talk about the product. You don't even have to you don't have to do the, like how are things going, blah, blah, blah. Because they came to you from a post, you can quickly just talk about the product, But do not type a long essay and send it. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to type up this entire thing and copy and paste it and send it. I know a lot of people do that. That's not how it works. People are not going to read an entire essay. If you can still somehow create a conversation in this type of, conversation, when you message them, try to create a conversation. That's all I'm saying. But don't send them like a huge, yes, explain the product, say what it's good for, all that good stuff. But don't send them a huge long essay and then they have to read it. And don't send everything at once. Send them by parts. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. And like I said, for tomorrow's video, I'm going to be showing you a different way that you can do this. It's a really successful way. I think it's the best way. And watch that tomorrow. Okay. Or like I said, or like I said, you can, if you want, if someone has commented on a post of yours, you can literally just start talking about, you can literally do what we talked about in the last slide. You can ask them like, how are things going, what do you do, all that good stuff. That can be a bit more successful. You don't have to, let's say if your post blows up and you don't want to, you're kind of lazy to talk to every single person, you can just send them the offer. But I honestly think that the best way to get people is if you literally just talk to them, like have that conversation, ask them what they're doing, how are things going with their life. You don't have to go too far into the conversation, like how many kids do you have, all that good stuff. You don't have to talk about that unless your product that you're promoting is about children, things like that. But you don't have to go too into it. Just ask general questions, ask what they're doing, and somehow connect it to the product that you're about to promote to them. Okay, and as always, throw in your bonuses if you have, and be a mentor before a promoter. I don't know what I said before. Why did I say that? Okay, whatever. Let's go to the next one. All right. After that, you are gonna close. Okay, like you've talked to them. Show them the product a bit. Explain it to them. You send them your affiliate link, or you send them something like a video. Tag them in the videos. Tag them somewhere. And now they have information about the product. So now they're in a position where they're thinking, okay, is this something I want to purchase, right? So now, you're not going to leave them hanging. You still want to make sure that, if they have any questions, ask them like, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. Or like, hey, what did you like about what you saw? Or hey, were you interested in joining? You want to know, because you want to, if you want to sell this product after talking to people, make sure you want to spend your time making sure that they're gonna purchase it. And if they don't purchase it, it's okay. Don't be mean to them. A lot of people are not going to purchase from you at the same time. Like I said, this is a process. The reason why this is free is because it's going to take time. You're trading time for money. You're trading money for time. I meant to say you're trading money for time. So it's going to take some time to do this, but it's worth it. It works. I've done it so many times and it works. Another thing you can do for closing, I should have honestly put this down, but you can literally hop on a Skype call. Literally, if you want to, be like, hey, now that you've looked through the product, do you want to hop on a Skype call? I can talk more about it. We can talk more about it. That works a lot. Skype or Zoom or Google Hangout or whatever, some type of video, Facebook call or something like that. If you do that, it works really well. Facebook calls, they work really well. So yes, do that if you have to. I honestly think if you want to do that, if you're comfortable with it, do it. It's honestly the best way for them to fully trust you. They're gonna like that relationship and they're gonna most likely purchase the product, okay? So after closing, we have objections. You're gonna hear a lot of things that people are gonna say. So, me being, the nice person that I am, I thought of responses that you can, think of for responses. Like if someone were to say something, how would you reply to them? That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so a lot of times they're going to be asking questions, so do not be rude to them. Always try to answer your questions. This is your place. This is your time to show off the product, show off what you know about the product. So make sure you know everything about this product. If they ask a question, make sure you know. And if you were kind of confused about what they said, ask them, what do you mean by that? Keep it friendly. Never sound like you are accusing or blaming them. That's really important. Of course they're gonna have questions. I'm not gonna buy something and that I'm not fully comfortable buying. I have a lot of questions I'm gonna ask them. So questions will come, and it's your job to answer them as best as possible. Okay. The next one is some objection responses. Like I told you, I'm gonna show you exactly what to say to some responses. A lot of people say, I'm busy, I do not have the time. So you're gonna say something like, is there a better time you can speak or something like that? This happens. A lot of people are busy, so that's fine. It's a simple response, or contact them later. Be like, hey, it's okay if you're busy. I'll talk to you soon or something like that. I'll message you tomorrow if you're free. Whatever. That's cool. Simple, right? Let me think about it. That's a really big response, objection response. And a lot of times when people say, let me think about it, that means, they might say no. So you want to make sure that they're interested. So you're going to say, I totally understand. Is this something you are seriously considering, or are you telling me that because you are not serious? It can come off pushy, but this will show them that you are serious about this and then you're going to have the direct answer if they're interested or not. If they're not interested, you're not going to waste too much time on trying to promote this thing that they're not interested in. So you're going to have a better understanding if this person is interested or not, and then, yeah, it's better for you, right? And then they're also going to say, I do not have the money. So same thing, check if they're interested and say that you can contact them soon. If they're really interested, they're going to say, okay, I'm probably going to have the money by next week, 2 weeks, a month. They'll tell you that. If they're not interested, they might just be like, no, I don't have the money. But you want to make sure that if they're interested, and you want to still ask them, use number 2 and ask them ask them this so you can know if they are serious about this or not. And if they're not serious, you don't have to keep on pushing it. There's no point of pushing something that someone's not interested in. But if there are more things you can say, obviously say it, okay? So next slide is follow up. This is really important because a lot of times when they do say, I'm not interested, or when they do say I am interested, but give me some time, it's a perfect way for you to, following up is important because if you follow up, you're gonna know that if they are gonna purchase it or not. A lot of times, you might lose a customer or person if you forget about the person. So you have to be organized. You have to make sure that you write down somewhere, hey, I have a call this person was interested, let me talk to them in 2 days. Try to do 2 days. Maybe a day might be too early. I always do 2 days. So do 2 days. And you're going to say, hey, hey Faizan, have you thought more about the product, or have you thought more about Builderall, the product that I'm promoting in this series, which I'll talk more about next video. But yeah, that's how you do it. If they don't give a response, just say, hey, are you okay? That's the response you're gonna give. If they still don't give a response after, but this is obviously in a few days, like, don't do this, all in one day. So let's say like a week passes and they still don't give a response. Hey Faizan, you must be busy, so I do not want to keep messaging you, so I will take you off my list. However, if you do want to proceed, message me when you are, even if it's a few weeks or months from now. Talk to you soon. I suck with punctuation. I don't know why my period is not there, or like my comma, whatever, okay? But you get what I'm trying to say. That's how you're going to respond to them. That's how you're going to follow up with them. And following up is really important. Be organized. Remember their names if they're interested. Put it somewhere. I sometimes forget, and then, you're going to lose the sale. So now I'm more organized. I have it in my notes section, all that good stuff, okay? So the last slide, there is the last slide. Repeat, keep on doing it with every single person. It's going to work out. Like I said, it's a process. It takes time, but trust me, it works out. I've been doing this for a few weeks and it's amazing. It works out. You gain more of a relationship with people. You gain more. For personal branding, it's literally really important. So keep on doing it. So that wraps up part 4 of how to make $100 a day with Facebook. Part 5 honestly can make you $1,000 a week on Facebook, or even a day sometimes. So I saved the best for last. So that's the last video of this series, and that's gonna be out tomorrow. So be sure to watch that video. So have your bell notifications on, and subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.